So, hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know last week I said I was going to upload more, however, because I'm coming into my last sort of few months of college, everything's been hectic. So I'm going to try and go for an achievable amount of videos to upload per week, and that being 2. So anyway, here was my back workout again. So I started off with some pull-ups supersetted with rope pullovers. And this is a great way to really get your traps and lats and lower back nice and warmed up for what I'm about to do next, being the rack pulls. So here you want to focus on the stretch and the squeeze. So straight into one warm-up set of rack pulls and barbell shrugs, this being nice and light with a 20 kilogram barbell. So I've done my rack pulls and then instantly went into shrugs. Again, a nice way to fire up your traps and really get them warmed up for your back workout. So I know a lot of people tend to skip traps when working their back. So just by doing this at the beginning of your workout, you're obviously going to see some improvements and size to your traps. So I aimed for roughly 10 to 15 reps on each, and that was just for the warm-up. So after the warm-up, as you saw there, that was the end. I then went on to heavier and progressively getting heavier rack pulls. So I used these hand wraps when I felt necessarily to lift a heavier weight. So again, this will increase your grip, allowing you to pull a heavier weight, and these can also be used, if you didn't know guys, for deadlifts, lat pull down machines, and even for dumbbell rows. You just simply wrap it around the bar and it will increase your grip. I really find these useful guys, because by increasing your grip you can emphasize on your form and lift a heavier weight. So straight after I put them hand wraps on, I went into 3 working sets of heavy rack pulls, roughly for 5 reps, and that's the sort of rep range you want guys to increase your 1 rep max. And this exercise again is to build your traps. So after doing the warm-up, your traps are nice and warm. So to build them and really emphasize the size on your traps, squeeze your back at the top of the motion, and if you can, maybe even do a tiny shrug. So by that, you're engaging the scapula. So to really finish off my first working set, I then done the superset that you saw for the warm-up, however weighted. So because I'd already done rack pulls and my lower back was fairly fatigued from this, I wouldn't go as heavy as I usually would with the shrugs. However, I'm aiming for sort of 10 reps, and 10 reps is ideal for any beginner that's just looking to sort of build mass and ultimately some strength as well. So there we go, straight from rack pulls into shrugs using 60 kilograms, which is fairly heavy, and this is an excellent way to build up your lower backs, your traps, and by doing the heavier sets that I incorporated before this, that will really increase your deadlift as well. You're engaging your glutes, your latissimus torso, your lower back, your traps, your triceps. This is really a compound movement. So from the warm-up you saw at the start, being the pull-ups, etc., and then the rack pulls, you're sort of working your back and your traps, lats, etc., your whole back. You're sort of working that from a vertical, maybe up and down motion, obviously from the pull-ups and the rack pulls. So now, to really emphasize the width and the thickness of your backs and and traps, you then want to sort of move on to more horizontal. So you're working it from all angles, being vertical, up and down from the pull-ups and rack pulls, and then here the cable rows. So after the cable rows, what you want to do is then maybe again another horizontal movement, should this be maybe bent over rows or even seated rows. If you are using machinery, the thing that really works for me is that I maybe use a little bit of momentum. However, I like to let the machine stretch me out, so I really focus on the squeeze. I use a little bit of momentum, as you can see here, to get that squeeze, because I'm lifting a heavier weight at 10 reps. So because I'm lifting a heavier weight, I'll have slightly more rest. So 60 to 90 seconds rest. I've done this for 3 sets. And then again, just really emphasize on the stretch, guys. If you're using the machine, that will ensure you get a full range of motion, so you might as well just take full advantage of that. So I hope this all helped you out, guys. If you learnt something, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one.